G'day everyone, Gareth here from GreenElec. A question we often get asked is, can I add batteries later on to a solar system that either is being installed by us at the time or has already been installed, months ago, years ago, whatever it might be? Ultimately, the answer is yes. Sorry, car going past. Ultimately, the answer is yes. Any system can have a battery system added to it, but there are a few things to consider and a few questions to ask. Now, there's a couple of different kinds or a couple of different ways to add batteries to a solar system, and these are the two ways are AC coupled systems, which is a battery system that's connected directly into the switchboard. It converts the energy from your solar system from AC to DC to charge the batteries and then back the other way. But effectively, this is a system that can be connected to any solar system that's been installed previously, and it's probably the easiest one to connect. The second one is a DC coupled system. A lot of the time they're considered to be a lot more efficient because they charge directly from the DC side of the inverter rather than the AC. Either way, most good brands of inverters will have a device that either is built into the inverter or can be added to the system on the DC side to charge a battery, and any AC battery system will connect to the inverter only via communication or monitoring its production. So compatibility will be a major issue or a major thing to consider when you are looking at batteries. Another thing to consider because of BCA rules and also the guidelines that installers have to follow for safety is where you'd put it in the house. Now, you can't put it in a roof, you can't put it in a bedroom or a laundry. These areas need to be non-habitable spaces. Generally outside, depending on the IP rating of the battery, but you do need to find somewhere that is going to be out of the way, cool, dry, and obviously not a habitable space. Another thing to consider, guys, is backup. Whether you want to make sure that your lights, fridge and TV or Wi-Fi or whatever the creature comfort that you might need is going to run during a power outage from the grid. Some people, it's really not important. They just want to cover self-consumption when the sun goes down at the end of the day. But for a lot of people, it is important because they might live on a farm or they might have a place that they need this power. They could have essential loads that have life support. It's up to the individual. If you are going down the path of self-consumption, your nighttime energy use is going to have to be something that you know. Do this through monitoring. We cover that in a different video. But it's something that you need to consider as well because it will tell you how big the battery needs and how quickly it needs to discharge the energy. Now, if you're going to go down the path of backup, you need to consider what loads you want to be connected because there is a fair bit of wiring that goes into backing up load circuits, and you may be limited by the output of the battery system itself as to what loads you can connect. Our opinion is to not jump into batteries straight away. If it's something you know you want, great. If it's not, then we usually go down the path of monitoring a solar system installation before you put your batteries in. Then you know what you use during the day, what you generate during the day, that you've got excess that's going to go into a battery system, which will tell you what size battery you can charge, and then also you'll know what your nighttime energy demand is. You can move that to make a smaller battery system, or you can just leave it as it is, live comfortably, and size the battery system according to that. Thanks guys, I hope this has been really informative and helpful for you. And if you've got any questions, please feel free to get in contact with us.